It is currently, by the way, 11:34 a.m. This is the fake sun over the top of my head. This is called the zenith, which is the zenith of the sun is at a specific time of day. It is not for the duration of the day. It's not from 10 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. like the demons that are stalking me under a fake sun maintain. It is not everywhere over everyone for the duration of the day either. The zenith is maintaining what is present over the top of your head in a specific position during the course of the sun's constant movement. License 8RDB972 is gang stalking on the roads and the highways. That's federal stalking that they're engaging in. And what you're going to pay attention to is I'm in the same parking lot. You're looking at WSS shoe style. You're looking at demons that are gang stalking with minor children, acting in furtherance of a conspiracy to commit murder, which is exposing public corruption that includes every household. Impossible light moves on the ground while those demons get inside of their vehicle with license 8GGX76. And that's the psychopathic means of targeting an Americans under a fake sun. And those are also demons. When you open and close your door, first of all, the sun is not going to be over the same parking lot that it is at 7 in the morning, like I've already documented while I'm getting up at the support professional building, where this demon is stalking and monitoring, engaging in a sex offense with children. And also the entity has the fake sun as I'm in the same parking lot after 5 p.m. where these demons are stalking in the path with light. That's what this camera is doing. That's what these demons are doing under the guise of looking for a parking spot. The entity's maintaining the fake sun in this manner in Las Vegas, Nevada at the same time. And this is, again, stalking, license 7A UK201, which the immigrant population is sharing in, thanks to Gavin Newsom and demons like Paul Leon, who are engaging in public corruption with that immigrant population who has a personalized disdain for the Constitution and for law and order, as the government shares. The entity that is gang stalking on video at this same parking lot is the Ontario Police, who are crossing path while that fake sun is still on what is the east side of Tracy Banks' apartment, where she's gang stalking me, where I am inside of her apartment, and this fake sun is over the top of my head at her front door, which is not shared with what I'm documenting away from her apartment, speaking to her targeting me and Woodside Senior Apartments and Linda Reyes and the entity that is gang stalking by right here. This is why they're being disbanded. And they were stalking all night long as well. That's why it's on the YouTube post. Look at the evidence of the gang stalking police department. This is a demon that's under a fake sun that's listening to me. They're also monitoring my vagina while the fake sun was over my hotel room, while the entity was pacing this same street at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's a demon, that's a apartment. And they did the same thing via helicopter. They're not helping the people of the state who are gang stalking. That's why they're going to federal prison, because the sun is not over Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue either. They committed kidnapping with that obsessed department, that demon-possessed and corrupt department that is going to be disbanded. And every gang-stalking demon under the fake sun, wearing Ontario Police Department uniforms, targeting with demons like 8GGX676, the whole family full of demons, they're going to federal prison for sharing and kidnapping with the intent to obstruct justice. There's no sun that's going to be over Tracy Banks' front door. You can clearly see where it's at. You can see where the demons of the Ontario Police are stalking. You can see where the demons are stalking with impossible light while they open and close their doors. You can see where the fake sun is at in the same position while I'm at the support professional building, which is on this street, still not inside of the complex of Woodside Senior Apartments at 7 in the morning. This is the position where it's at when it's supposedly rising over me at the support professional building. This is where it's at when I am documenting in the same parking lot. It's merely over the opposite end of the same parking lot, not over Woodside Senior Apartments. And it's never in Florida while I'm documenting this. This is the pattern of conduct. Tracy Banks is going to federal prison, and so is C. Torres, L. Martinez, B. Hook, and Nathan Morgan, who committed kidnapping on May 29, 2025. And the entities engaged in this pattern of conduct as a citywide, statewide P.O.C. All right, Ontario Police and Alan D. Wapner of the Ontario International Airport, their criminal conduct is due to the corruption and the criminal engagement and targeting state surveillance. Gavin Newsom. The entities engaging in this pattern of conduct, and it is identifiable where Gavin Newsom is under the fake sun in California, while I'm showing you a fake sun that remains on Euclid Avenue. And this is relevant to the impunity, while corrupt airlines there's an unpersuasive takeoff when you are taken off from the airport, sharing in that pattern of conduct with the Ontario Police who are being disbanded. These are the elements of monitoring, and this is demonic activity that the governor and every mayor in California is sharing it. Jason Isaac Fields and Tracy Banks solicited this in order to accomplish murder. It is the establishment of the conspiracy to commit murder, and they're doing so with regard to criminal surveillance that's underway in relevant position while I'm showing you an entity that is monitoring, which is demonic. The entity is also engaged in surveillance on the internet and via communication devices, and that's the significance of the supernatural occurrence, the ecological address of G Street and Euclid Avenue, where the sun is never going to be at 7 in the morning. It's never going to be in perfect alignment with my same hotel window 4 hours later, which is what I documented today, and it's also not going to be different from what I'm documenting inside of Tracy Banks' apartment when it's over the top of her head, over her apartment front door, speaking to her specific engagement in what is conspiring to murder me, the target individual. She's going to federal prison, and so is everybody else that committed kidnapping. Starbucks is right here down the street, and this is not over that, nor would it be when L. Edwards is engaging in kidnapping at 7:15 in the morning and the fake son's on the same street, and I'm looking at where that Starbucks is at. He's going to prison, and his partners that are always providing evidence against them. That's why he's going to federal prison. So is Alex Escobar, and so is Aid Quesada. This is P.O.C. It's 11:40 a.m.